Legend of Total War here with part 17 of my Empire Total War Blitz Campaign as Great Britain. So previously we've dropped off the soldiers here. I've hired a bunch of new generals, as you can see. It cost me a bit of money. Pretty much the money I gained from stealing that fleet, but it's going to get me much further around the place. It should be enough to get me all the way to Transylvania at the very least. Now there's another Ottoman, there's an Ottoman fleet here. It's very small and it does actually have more galleys than I thought. So there's 2 light galleys and a regular galley. These things are a fucking pain in the ass. Firepower is the same on all of them. And then they've got the 5th rate. The 5th rate's the only thing really worth selling. The Dow, I don't know. After having just done a battle against galleys and shit like that, you can see these guys are not in good shape. But that being said, the money I could gain from that really could help. So I kind of feel like I have to do this. Oh fuck! All right, they don't want to intercept us. It's fine, just go and kill them. Right, how much movement do you have? Hey, better take these guys close by, or else they're not going to be able to get... But it'll be fine, don't worry about it. Hang on, I should probably bring them closer anyway. I've got plenty of movement, I don't need them to go any further after this, so it's fine. Shit. I screwed that up, let me just reload and do that again. Alright, so let's bring these guys a bit closer. Oh, don't tell me. Yeah, it's fine. Make sure I choose the right ships to get a bit closer. About a third of these ships have completely run out of movement, but like I said, I'm not really relying too heavily on all that movement this turn. That should be close enough. Now then, it's our job, of course, to capture all of these ships, even though the galleys are worth jack shit. I mean, after this, these guys will probably never have another fight. I mean, they might. I mean, I could always put them in port as well to go get repairs, but then again, I'm not even sure if they need the repairs. So you're in good shape. The wind is in this direction. I don't know if that's going to work for us, but let's see. Their ships are over here. Where's my ships? They're gonna show up or not? Okay. So they're... Okay, no, that works for me. And you can, as you can see here, this ship has actually repaired a little bit. Now, the 5th rate's not a big deal. Let's try and slow it down so we can just focus on the galleys. When it comes to the galleys, what we need to do, I think, is just overwhelm them completely. So get all these guys ready. Oh, they've got their cannons. Whatever. I guess I stole them from the other cannons. It's fine. I hope it doesn't increase their upkeep cost though, because I liked it nice and low. Good job. Very good job. Nice. That's a very good start there. Let's if I can get one more shot on them, just to slow them down that little bit, bring all these galleys over this way. That would be perfect. Okay, it's slowed down enough. Now we just need to get some distance. Don't bother slowing them down just yet. Yeah, we need to get ahead of them, so I need to slow them down. Damn it. Go with the wind over here. You guys catch up over this way if you can. Okay, good. I just need to get ahead of it. I'm not taking that much damage, but, you know, it is noticeable. Okay, we're well ahead of them at the moment, and the 5th rate is lagging way behind. That's good. Well, basically, just come back and deal with that, motherfucker. Because the thing is, even if we shred their sails, they can still make it over to us. And I'd still prefer to deal with them one at a time. Alright, the 6th rates, they need to all get over here. I'm going to put them right now on grape shot. Let's hope we can get a nice quick surrender from the Ottoman Empire here. And take out their entire navy in one fell swoop. I've also been seeing what other things I could possibly do in diplomacy to get some more money. There's a few settlements I could possibly sell. Nothing spectacular. What's this? A brig? No, go away, I don't need you. Too weak. They're in that fucking line formation. That actually works for me in... Okay, they just broke it. I don't know, I don't understand why that one isn't moving, but it's fine. Alright, the 6 rates are... Look, if the 6 rates take some damage, I really don't give a shit. No, not you, you piss off. Now here's the hard part, where we have to go against the wind trying to get to them, but then again it's not that far against the wind. Because the thing is, the faster you can get to them, the better. If they're aiming for the 5th rate here, that could work for us. Get these guys to sneak up behind them. Because they've got such small crews, I mean, you could board them very easily, because you've got like 6 times the amount of crew, or just give them one shot of grape shot. Not to mention that they don't have broadside cannons, so if you catch them, then they can't do shit about it. I might actually do that. While they're trying to get the 5th rate over here, we'll come in and flank them this way. And that regular galley's moving around. Does a lot of damage just for one shot. You just keep them busy. You know what? I would much prefer you take out... Hang on, I don't want to get in front of them. Much prefer to take out this one. I'm going to keep moving. They don't have back cannons, do they? I don't think so. Good. See, that's actually got a lot of people on it. They won't last long in the fight. And this ship's much faster than them. Going with the wind. If we're going against the wind, they'd be faster. Is it surrendered? Nice job. Now get over there. We don't necessarily need to board it right away. As long as we grape shot them, that's good enough for me. That's it, fuck them up. God, this is going very well. Much better than the fight against Venice did. But then again, I didn't even think to use these guys like this. Shit. Don't get in front of them. Gotta stay at their rear, so they can't shoot us. And as you can see, they're actually losing their cannons. Just get into combat with that fuckhead. Now, their 2 cannons should be up the front here. And the reason why they're not able to use the other cannons, fuck, they're all bunched together there. Oh shit, don't get in front of them. What the fuck are you doing? Moron. It's your own fault there for taking that much damage. It's not what I told them to do. Took a lot of damage, but for the most part, it'll survive. Break this piece of shit. Okay, good. At least it's not going to shoot at us while they're routing. I don't give a crap about their crew, so shoot them. Alright, you're in good shape, I suppose. I don't know why this ship is completely stopped, but works for me. I guess we'll deal with them. Why isn't that surrendered yet? Should surrender immediately. Very, very nice. Alright, good. Now there's this to deal with. Just come around on its other blind side over this side. Come on, get rid of all of its sail. We haven't got rid of it yet. With 3 of its galleys gone, that's... oh, fuck me. That's exactly what it's trying to do. Just stay in front of it. I don't want to get shot by its broadside. Didn't do very much damage, but still, I don't want it to do that. Right. They're out of sail. So they can't move. Time to get in close and grape shot them. Without their admiral, they'll likely break fairly quickly. Quickly before you bloody get ship destroyed. You gotta get over here. Right into its blind spot. Now get over this side. That's it, come on, surrender. Good stuff. Next up, this one here. As long as we don't come at it from the front, which is where? Cannon that... oh, that's the Dow, right. They don't actually have oars. Oh, that's easy. Alright. I was wondering why I wasn't catching up. Because it's not a galley. It has got back cannons though. Motherfucker. Sneaky little shit. Don't know why it hasn't destroyed this sail yet. Just grape shot them. I mean, I'm just gonna say, okay, they've surrendered as soon as we got close. Well, that went very well, I think. Nice amount of prize money there. Take this for a moment and just... mind if I take your things? That's still the same damage as it said it was last time, but that's fine. So that's the Admiral's flagship there. Make sure he passes off some of his cannons onto someone else. So we've got... doesn't matter. Okay, so good amount of prize money there. Probably, hang on, how much does the Dow actually provide? Where is it? A couple of hundred. Alright, well then, I need that money. More than I need the ship. Just sell it off. Good, with that extra bit of money that'll help me get around a little bit further. Now, as far as I know, there are no more ships in the Mediterranean, apart from what I've got. Now, there's probably some Russian ships out this way. It'll be up to them to handle that. Not to mention, there's the Swedish ships. We've got Admiral's flagship, we've got 6th rate, brig, sloop. Pretty standard there. That'll be worth a couple of thousand. Alright, so I'm just going to take a quick break and figure out what my next move is going to be. Okay, so now it's time to deal with Zagreb. Now, the issues that we're facing now is because we've conquered a lot of settlements this turn. This guy here does not have much movement. Now, I'd still like to get them as far as possible this turn. And I think it might be possible for me to get to Istanbul. And if I get to Istanbul, I want to be able to use them. Though that being said, I really only need that unit. If I get to Istanbul. It's the only one I really need. But this battle here doesn't look like it's going to be anything special. Nor do many of the battles down here look like they're going to be. Special, that is. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move a little bit closer. And then tell him to make the attack. So we're not going to send this one in as reinforcements. We're going to save it for something that maybe I'm struggling with. Because having an extra bit of artillery certainly does help. Maybe next episode we'll start focusing on America. I do need to sort of keep a balance between America and Europe, because there's a certain thing that I need to do in America next turn. And if I don't do it, or if I run out of money before I do it, I'll be in serious trouble. I don't want to reveal what it is, because I'm not 100% on it just yet, and I don't want to create overhype over something like that. Alright, I don't know where my reinforcement's going to come in from. Over here, that's pretty good. That's a good distance away from the enemy army. Gives us time to set up. And this guy here is essentially a suicide general, but that doesn't mean we should throw him away. Looks like they want to throw their general away. Okay, that's John Churchill. We don't throw him in. Okay, if they want to run their general around and get him exhausted, that's their prerogative. Okay, my cannons have arrived, but they're not set up yet. I'll charge all of these guys in just a moment. Alright, off you go. This guy doesn't seem to want to let off. So our guys are fresh and he's winded, so we shouldn't have any real trouble killing him. Especially since we outnumber him by so much. And he didn't get the charge in. And we did. And it was a pretty decent charge. Okay, make sure you try and kill them all off. Just for the sake of it anyway. We only lost one man on that, so that's pretty good. Alright, where's my artillery? Where are we going to set up? You know, this actually looks like a pretty good spot. If they're going to set up over there, I'm going to set up right here. Oh, well, there's 2 men on that. That's still good. It's just General's bodyguard. We haven't killed their general, though. That being said, though, he is not the commander of this battle. Oh, I got rid of... There we go, got him. How did we lose more men? What, while fighting routing units? Whatever, I don't care. It's stupid sometimes. Now, I don't think they've got any more cavalry, which means nothing else to really be concerned about. And, their army that has reinforced their garrison, it's not my concern to wipe them out utterly, because if we don't, obviously winning will kill everyone inside the settlement, but not everyone that's outside of it necessarily. Now if we manage to get to Transylvania or Transylvania, whatever the fuck it's called, Yeah, it's not Transylvania, it's Transylvania. Then we will wipe out Austria anyway, so it makes no difference whether we finish them off or not. Okay, they're still getting set up. What's going on? I had a full stack here. Who didn't show? Oh, that's right, the artillery piece, that's fine. As long as everyone's accounted for, then I'm fine. Now, I want you to tell your horses to fuck off. And we begin the artillery grind, which probably will take me upwards of an hour or so. But whatever, that's fine. So I'll pause the recording and I'll just go through the motions because it's just going to be me sitting here watching Game of Thrones and shooting them from afar. Okay, I kind of get the feeling like this is going to be the final wave. We've taken a few casualties, nothing major. But this is their last 3 units here, and I reckon if I can break these firelock armed citizenry, the other 2 will run away. This battle's taken a very long time. So 14 of them left, they're certain to shatter. Oh, you get me fucking kidding, piss off. There's not many of them left, and these guys don't seem to want to break. They're shattered. Maybe they just need a little bit more punishing. Surely not much more is required. So basically, everything was going great when using canister shot, but then occasionally it happens, you know, once every so often, someone decides they're going to keep walking after I've detached. And of course, because we deployed close to the red line, I couldn't allow them to get too close. And so I charged in. I only lost a few generals bodyguard, and I think, like, some militia were killed by some stray bullets, but no one important got killed. I reckon at some point here, they're just going to turn and run. It kind of annoys me how they go all the way past where I can shoot them to go reform. I thought that that last wave was going to be the last one, but it looks like it'll be this one. My army's still in pretty good shape to keep going on this turn and the next. I do need to try and make sure that my infantry don't take too much damage, but you know, if I was to lose 2 men in every, you know, 2 or 3 infantrymen in every battle, there's 100 more settlements to take, so that'd be like, what, 300 men dead? It's not a big deal. Not to mention some settlements will be able to demand their surrender. At least I hope we will. That's why I've maintained all of their movement from this point on. I'll start using their movement points when we're running out of money. So who to break? The line infantry or the firelocked armed infantry? Probably the line infantry would be better because these guys here might be inspiring them. I reckon if these guys ran, they wouldn't stick around. Now that I think about it though, their general hasn't been killed. That general was the reinforcing army. Okay, stop this. So you can see I've littered the field here with their dead. Although I'd probably get more kills on them. No, you know what? If I'm going to get more kills on them, I should probably take that. These guys will probably break if they broke. I'll make it count. Just want those shots spread out. So they're broken. Then what? Still not enough. Okay, good. If it's the last unit remaining, they don't bother to reform. Why do they need to reform? Shit. Shit. It's too close. I hope they don't come back. Okay, good. He comes back. Don't use this. Use this if they're going to come here. Oh, the fuck, this guy's back. They're kind of just out of range, but they're slowly moving forward. Even though it says it's in range, they are slowly moving forward, aren't they? God damn it, hurry up, piece of shit. I'm probably waiting for these assholes. Make a shot. Okay, here we go, maybe. Come on, run away, piss off, go away. There we go, finally, fuck. It's a pain in the ass, but we got there in the end. Now, you're probably saying, why didn't you run them down? Because they're part of the reinforcing army. I told you already. We're going to take out Austria this turn. The fuck? He ran a long way. Jesus. Well, now we have to take out Austria. That's not good. That being said, you wouldn't be able to take a settlement with that. Alright, so, damage-wise, we're okay. If General's bodyguard take a bit of damage, is no big deal. It's these guys, because, like I said, they're irreplaceable. While we're on the run, well, these guys that just cost money. I mean, I have to wait a turn if I want to hire them. Plenty left behind over here. Anyway, we'll move on to Sarajevo, or Sarajevo, I don't know how it's pronounced, I don't give a shit. Slowly making our way up here to Transylvania. Alright, so I'll pause the recording and get my ass over there. Should be pretty easy. We might even be able to demand their surrender. But then again, maybe not, because I don't want these Israelis running around. Anyway, I'll pause the recording now. Alright, so we've arrived here at Bosnia, and it's a very small garrison. We do need to fight it manually because we can't wipe out the Ottoman Empire this turn. I don't want these Israelis getting around. So, let's see. Who am I going to use? You. Just stand right there, and then you make the attack. If there was no garrison here, then I would have demanded their surrender, but because there is, I think we need to fight it. Now, it's a very small battle this time, which is good, because I can get it done quickly. There's absolutely no reason for me to take any casualties in this. There's no cavalry. You know, if I make a mistake, I'll just do it again. When you get a battle like this, there's no excuse for laziness. That's what makes the Ottoman Empire quite easy to conquer. They've got a lot of territory, and a lot of their territory is not very well defended. Alright, so I'm not too sure where they're going to set up. Doesn't really bother me. Alright, they're over here. Looks like the enemy's chasing towards us, but we'll be fine. So even just with 2 generals bodyguard, the balance of power is in our favour. There they are. And so we just need to wait for our artillery. Hopefully they don't get stuck because there's this rock here. And they're not coming for us. Let me see, where will I set up? Somewhere up on this hill here, I suppose. Anyway, there's no need to, I guess, record and watch this stupid show go on. Of these guys walking in. So I'll pause the recording and just deal with this. This should take me like, I don't know, half hour to deal with. Okay, so yeah, we took no casualties on this battle, and that is the end of them. It's pretty easy, and it took me pretty much bang on half an hour. So, all good. No men lost. Perfect result. And we keep moving. So, because there's some Islam here, the religious unrest is higher than normal. But that's okay. I've still got something in mind to sort that out. Alright. So I'll quick save it here, and then we'll make our way to Belgrade, which I don't know if there's going to be any sort of... Actually, we can just go and have a quick look. So I've already quick saved it. go and have a look at what's there. So they've got Muslims, and what are these? Israelis. Well, they'll have to be killed. But that looks maybe slightly more difficult than this, but I don't anticipate taking many casualties. And then we, of course, need to make our way up here, which I can't see right now. Anyway, I'll pause the recording and get all my forces over there. Of course, I need to load first, though. Okay, so now we're here at Belgrade. Pretty much just do the same thing. We want to preserve this movement for an emergency. I'll just grab... Let's see, so I've got 3 generals here that have used up their movements. That's fine, we'll use you. I don't anticipate taking any casualties on this battle either. As long as I don't be an idiot about it. I do need to make sure that when these Israelis break, that I do send someone to run them down. Probably him. He's expendable. Whatever. These Muslims come in pretty large numbers, but they're melee troops, so they're not that much of a threat. It's the gun troops that are a bit of a threat. Anyway, the Muslims, if you get them a few shots of canister, they break anyway. Very easily. They're good inside of a fort though, very good inside of a fort, because they get like heaps more morale. And they are actually decent fighters if they don't break. Okay, a little bit of rain, but that's okay. Reinforcements coming in right over here. So I'm glad I was able to use the cannons for the European factions, or the, the European factions. These Islamic ones, they're their big cities are tough, but their minor cities like this, fucking easy. So 1 load of artillery is more than enough. So where am I going to set up? Just looking around. Thing is, they've got the high ground. Probably here looks the best, but there is that rock in the way. So yeah, so just trying to figure out where, because where I put it, it's going to be staying there for a while. I don't want to go too close to the red line. I really wish that wasn't there. There's no really great spots. So I guess I will just put it there. Well then, I guess I'll just pause the recording, just go through the motions. This will probably take me 45 minutes this time. And then resume when the battle's about to be over. Because there's not much interesting in this minor battle. It's just me cheesing the AI as much as possible. Alright, so here we are at the end of this battle. And I think we only lost a few men. One of these stupid bloody, what are they? Oh, hang on, that reminds me, I gotta run that motherfucker down. Where are you? There you are. I need you to kill the Israelis. Okay, yeah, so some of these fire-locked armed populace, this happens pretty much every battle at some point, when doing this glitch, where, you want to get them close enough so you can hit them with, canister shot, but then they get a little bit too close and they think they're close enough that they'll charge. And then of course when you deploy close to the red line, you really can't push yourself much further back. So what do? Well, you send in your most disposable cavalry and you go and smash them, and that's exactly what happened. So let's have a look here. I lost like 5 men somewhere. You lost 1. Could have sworn I lost... Yeah, that guy there went from 23 to 32. Not a big deal. I mean, he's out of movement anyway. And like I said, General's bodyguard, not a big deal. So let's see if these guys lose anyone running down someone that's shattered. It's important that we get rid of these guys, or else they may try to retake the settlement. Probably 30 of them. It's too small to do anything, or they might go and raid. Whatever the case is, it's just laziness that would stop us from killing them. Best get rid of them all now. I believe it was the Muslims that were part of the garrison. How many's left? Is that 3? Oh god. Well, I can't see where their banners have gone, so they must be dead. Overall, another good battle that took me, I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour. 11 men lost, all General's bodyguard, and that's fine. At some point, I'm going to have to leave these guys behind as I continue along the... well, I'm going to need to hire more generals to get around. So I'm going to make my way to here now. I'm just wondering afterwards, like I could come up north here. No. We're not coming up to the north. Just forget about that. If we're going to go anywhere, we're going to head over to bloody India. So that I can try and... it's possible... Very, very unlikely that I will be able to do it, but it's possible that I might be able to actually get all 137 regions by turn 3, not turn 6. But the only way I can do that is if I get to India this turn. Anyway, that's the end of this episode, guys, so like and subscribe. Part 18 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.